Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss another example for Get Diagnostics where we will use command function code statement. So to understand this thing, what we will do, we will create one SQLRPGLE program. I will walk you through that program, okay? And just to perform some SQL related operation, what we will do, we will try to read some data from file. So first of all, I will show you the file, but our main concern would be on only on the get diagnostics part. Okay, because for cursors we know, right? We have already covered in previous sessions like how to use cursors and all. So that's why we will just focus on the get diagnostics part. So first of all, let me show you some table on which we will perform this operation. So this is my normal query. Select star from Sharmit1, which is my library name, slash students. So here what we will do, we will see one SQLRPGLE program that will read the student name wherever student ID is 100. Okay. So for that we have already created one program. I will walk you through it. So let's see what we are doing here. So first of all, we are declaring one constant with the name SQL state underscore valid with 5 times 0 as a string. This constant we will use in order to verify the query, or you can say whenever we execute any SQL statement inside SQL RPGLE program, it returns some status. So if that status matches with this SQL state underscore valid, then it means the query is executed successfully because it contains 5 times zeros. But if you are getting other than this value, then it means there is something wrong with the query, and accordingly we will take the corrective measures or we will populate the message. Fine. Now after this, what we have declared some variables. First variable is SQL stmt, which is of type character with length 100. So this variable we will use to build the string, the actual string which we are using uh, uh, for creating query. Okay, so actually like that string contains the query. Okay, then we have one variable w underscore stu name of character type 20 length, and this variable we will use to store the output which we are retrieving from the query. Then this is the main variable. For now you can focus on this because this is the variable that we are going to use for get diagnostics purpose. So here we have declared one variable with the name gd underscore info, and the type is zone 5. Now there might be one question how we can identify like gd information or would be of zone 5, because we are going to discuss about the command function code, right? In previous session we were discussing about command function, but this time we are going to discuss about command function code. So when you check the IBM official website for the get diagnostic, then you will find all the possible values that we can use, or all the possible statement that we can use along with their data type. So from that list you can easily identify which type of data variable you should use there. So there for command function code it is mentioned zone integer type, so that's why I just make it as zone decimal 5. Fine. Now when we are going to print this, we need to convert it to character. So this result variable we will use to store the converted value. So what we will do at once after we retrieve this value, we will convert it to character and store it into this result variable. Post that, we are setting the commit option to star none, which we always do in every program of SQLRPGLE. And afterwards we have this prepare, we are building the query, and queries like this: select student name from, and student which is my table name, where student ID is 100, fetch first row only. So this thing we already know, like how to create a string, how to prepare a statement, execute a statement, because this thing we have already learned many times in previous sessions. But if you are not aware of the basic concepts of SQLRPGLE, then I would recommend you to go and check out all the sessions in the playlist, because those sessions are in a sequential manner, so that would help you to learn the concepts more easily. So after building the query, what we are doing, we are preparing statement. So prepare STMT1 from SQL STMT, and then we are using the Get Diagnostics. So you can check, we are writing exec SQL, which is execute SQL, Get Diagnostics, and this is my host variable. So what it will do, it will fetch the command function code from Get Diagnostics statement and then store it into this host variable GD info. So it is up to you, like you can change the name of this variable, or you can declare the variable name according to your need. But for example purpose, I will keep always this name GD info, so it will indicate yes, this is a information which we are getting from Get Diagnostics. But if you are using multiple information from Get Diagnostics, then maybe you can change your name accordingly as per the coding standards. Okay, so fine. For now, like we are just going to discuss about this function. So this is statement, that's why I'm using this variable name as GD info. So what this statement will do, it will retrieve the command function code. Now what is command function code? Command function code will tell us about the last executed SQL statement. It will tell, like Get Diagnostic is mainly used to retrieve the information regarding the last executed SQL statement, right? Always. But this time command function code will tell us, will return some code, and that code will tell the type of the SQL statement, like which type of SQL statement has been executed. Those code will tell us. Okay, so from this we are fetching the get command underscore function code, and then that value we are converting into character by using percentage char and storing it into result variable and then displaying it to the user. Fine. So this time for this get diagnostic, this statement would get checked, because just prior to this is the only statement which is executing from SQL. Now similarly we will check it after every SQL statement. You can see here I'm checking for the declare. So once declare cursor statement is executed, we are checking again the command function code, because this time it would get changed, because this time it will refer to the last executed statement. Okay, then we are opening the cursor, then again we are checking for the command function code, because this time it will refer to this statement, and every time we would get different values. And then we are fetching the data, so again I'm checking for the get diagnostic command function code. Then we are doing the basic validation. So here I'm checking for SQL state. If it is equal to SQL state underscore valid, then we will display the student name, else we will display the error with the SQL state. Then end if, and here we are closing the cursor. After closing the cursor, we are checking for the get diagnostics again, and whatever the value we are receiving from it, we are just displaying it and setting the INLR to star on. So let's quickly compile this program and call it. So first value it is returning 56, then again 56, then 40, 39, then this is the name which we have retrieved from the table, and again this is the uh, command function code. Now what is the meaning of these command function code? So I have noted down these meaning on my scratchpad, you can see. So for these detail, like you can refer the IBM official website, there you will find these information. When you search for the command function code, then it will refer you to the table 2 on that particular website, and then there at table 2 you will find this information. So you can easily search for that particular statement code and it will provide you the information. Here you can see the 56 is representing the type of statement is prepare, and a statement string is prepare. Okay, so these are the three columns. Then 40 is for 40 is denoting that it is a open dynamic statement, 39 is denoting it is a fetch dynamic SQL, and 37 is denoting it is a closed dynamic SQL. Now there might be one question, why it is returning 2 times 56. First time it is showing for the prepare statement, and second time it is showing for the declare statement. So both comes under this prepare 56 code. Then 40 is for opening the cursor, 39 is for fetching the data, and then 37 for closing the cursor. So whenever we are executing the close cursor, it will always return the command function code as 37. So this is how it works. So I hope it is clear to all of you like how we are utilizing this command function code in SQLRPGLE program, and this comes with Get Diagnostics. So whenever you want to fetch the command function code, you can use this Get Diagnostic. So yeah, I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session, we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.